What is up, everybody? It is Sunday. I have been away for 2 days. I hope you all have had a great weekend. And looking back into getting into some research here starting tomorrow, I do have a great video today for you guys and dove a little bit deeper into VeChain. And as far as there's this single system user interface that the UK rolled out as a pilot in 2016 or late 2015, early 2016. I found something very interesting where VeChain may be utilized in this single transport system as far as maritime transports are concerned. First, I want to get into NetSense here. I saw this on Friday. I didn't make a video about it, but it's definitely worth doing a little bit of a mini deep dive on this. So NetSense teams up with crypto fintech company to utilize $1.4 billion credit facility. The facility allows NetSense to have money in the market over an extended period of time and pass along its profits to its client base. NetSense Technology announced Friday that it has partnered with fintech firm Bison Digital LLC. And I actually thought this might have been the Bison app through Boris Stugart, but it is not. It's through VeChain Capital, and you'll see that in a second. Partner with fintech firm Bison Digital LLC to use its flow of merchant orders as a short-term cryptocurrency portfolio. Believes the financing will curb any obstacles to unlimited processing and mitigate the risks associated with merchant payouts. This is just more so about solutions here. If you're not aware, though, NetSense has, I think, 6 or 7 digital assets right now. XRP is one of them. NetSense Technology, this is November 7th, 2019, adds Ripple. Well, actually, it's XRP to the merchant gateway. So NetSense is pleased to announce that the addition of XRP to the NetSense merchant gateway and instant settlement program. So to allow for purchases at all of our participating merchants. So XRP is right there with NetSense's instant settlement program. That's interesting. So this is the VeChain Capital, this 1.3 or $1.4 billion credit facility that NetSense partnered with on Friday. And VeChain Capital is partnered with Token Tax, 80-Bit Media, Solidus Labs, and I always say XTurd, but it's XTRD. It's XTRD. I actually get asked about XTRD a little bit. They do have, I believe that they're actually partners with the CFTC, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I forget which one it is, but I know that they had a little bit of legal issues in the past, XTRD, as far as they're concerned, but maybe they've worked through them. Who knows? I'm just trying to present the news here for you all. So NetSense, this is their one pager, the future of payments. They do have quite a bit of integration with quite some very interesting big names here. So if you're not aware, they rolled out a Visa crypto card. They're also integrated into PayPal, and they also, the main adult website out there. They basically were the ones that facilitated Verge, the use of Verge into that website. So, all right, NetSense, a future of payments, transactional hub for all cryptocurrency payments. Now, this right here is interesting. Already, they are integrated. I don't want to say they're powering, but they're integrated, potentially a choice with 5.6% of the payments industry in total. Through our 54 partnerships, NetSense is integrated into 5.6% of the payments industry, providing us direct access to over 7 million merchants globally and 1.557 trillion annually in transactions. It's a lot of money right there, everybody. Our goal is to convert 1% of these transactions to cryptocurrency, representing USD 15.57 billion in transactions annually. It's a pretty low goal in my opinion, but it's nice to see that they're being realistic about things. So over $2 billion USD in transactions daily. That's in digital assets. Market is expected to grow 50% in the next year. This is talking about the overview of the whole crypto market. Over 8% of businesses are already accepting crypto, over 1 million transactions daily. And they do, so their 2020 roadmap, Visa crypto card launch. I actually didn't find an article where this actually launched. I'm not sure if it was delayed. Perhaps that already has happened and I just missed it. All right, we're going to keep moving along here. All right, NetSense revealed a new partnership with the Vanbex Group, blockchain payments tool Genesis, to help banks in Canada implement distributed ledger technology. Vanback's group had a little bit of legal issues here. $22 million ICO issue. Police froze accounts, etc., etc. So like I always say, take everything in this space with a grain of salt, because great or fantastic news articles could somewhere and at some point or sometimes lead you down a rabbit hole that and you end up losing money. So blockchain-based NetSense and PayPal integration take off. Beta testing is on. Fantastic. And this is, again, I always like to go back to older documents here. This is 1998 when they were coming up with this NetSense tool here. And as a sidebar, NetSense is also integrated into the U.S. Air Force, but I believe that's a different NetSense. So somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's some sort of link there that I did not catch. I'm not even going to present the Air Force portion of what I found in this, because I just didn't find enough to actually prove to me that that was what was going on. But what's interesting here is in 1998, they're already talking about money atomicity, or atomic payments. Refers to the atomic transfer of money where a transaction either fully completes or it does not complete at all and does not create or destroy money. Just interesting stuff. All right. Now, here's why I wanted to make this video for the most part. NetSense is pretty cool. We know that XRP is integrated, but there's also other digital assets integrated, but just goes to show what different organizations are doing. So I found something in a couple websites down the road here in this video that's very interesting about VeChain. But I also see a lot of the times, as far as questions on VeChain's partnership, as far as a national level partnership with China. This is directly from VeChain's national level partnership. I know that I don't dig a lot more into other digital assets on this channel so far. My plan has always been to do that, because I always talk about multiple winners. I do believe VeChain is one, not financial advice. If you guys like the additional content with other cryptos, please feel free to message me or put it in the comments. That way I know you guys actually like it. Okay, a little bit of a deep dive into VeChain here with some interesting finds that I found today. 2012, China's spotlight on national strategic development was directed to the Western Inland region. On February 20th of the same year, the State Council issued an official reply to the 12th five-year plan for Western Development Program, announcing that China would speed up the development of new major cities in the West. January 6, 2014, the Central Government State Council mandated Guian New Area as national level area of the People's Republic of China. Now, talks about blockchain here. This is, let me see where it gets down into the actual VeChain stuff here. All right. That area that they're trying to provide the technology boost to, Guian or whatever, however you pronounce that, VeChain is mandated to be the blockchain technology partner of the government of Guian to plan, design, and implement such processes. These processes are test zone for utilizing high and innovative technology to help improve Chinese government administrative management efficiencies, set a pilot program for all of China for true smart city development, and provide analysis as to what the benefits for the stakeholder smart cities might be. When the technology and the implementation process streamlines are well tested, it is expected that this process will be rolled out throughout the entire region of China. It's pretty big, everybody. I think that VeChain is pretty big. The head of the Chinese central government, Premier Lai Keqiang, I can't pronounce that, after inspection of the new plans of Guian said, "In Guian, I have seen the hope of Guizhou, the hope of West China. VeChain will work closely with the Administrative Examination and Approval Bureau of that area to provide a blockchain-based information system to collect and analyze administrative data, offer privacy protection of data, and apply blockchain technology to reform business registration and cut red tape." This is a giant document, everybody. Now, this talks about the phases. The end result of the e-government system will provide robust auditing over any government processes occurring within Guian and future projects. 2017, China International Big Data Expo, endorsed by the CPC, the Central Party, and the State Council. It was hosted by the National Development Reform Commission, etc., etc. talks about the management committee of WEON, free trade zone, officially under the witness and endorsement of all these government bodies, they basically prevented the world's first blockchain smart town. So if you don't think VeChain is integrated into China, they definitely are. And I believe that it's, here's the key takeaways. The directorial plan the Chinese central government has laid out will continue to strengthen the core foundation of China to bring a robust suite of technological improvements and will use Guian as a rapid development center for emerging technologies. VeChain was mandated. I wonder who mandated them. Probably the actual central counterparty of China, right? VeChain was mandated to be the central blockchain partner for Guian and have already taken initial steps to implement the e-government system. Smart agricultural solution, fantastic. VeChain is building the world's first blockchain-powered exchange that can handle physical goods and RMB, both digitally and in person. Our implemented work began with DIG enabled us. Okay. All right. That's interesting. I mean, I always see questions about their relationship with the actual Chinese government and everything else. Well, there it's pretty black and white for everybody there. Another Cyprus, I think it's Cyprus. The island's National Investment Agency signed a memorandum of understanding in 2018 with the Singapore registered public blockchain service creator VeChain Foundation and with the USA registered blockchain project strategy advisory Cream on the promotion of DLT on the island. VeChain and Cream will jointly advise Invest Cyprus on issues of public policy that affect economic development with the view of ensuring the efficient use of blockchain in investment and financial services transactions. Walmart China is also VeChain. I think many of you are probably aware of this. I'm just trying to provide an overview for those of you that aren't until I get into what I actually found here. So, Walmart China blockchain traceability platform developed by VeChain in combination with PricewaterhouseCoopers, Mongolia, Kirchen, and the China Chain Store and Franchise Association. By the end of 2019, over 120 food product lines will be fully tested across 10 product categories. Service will launch during 2020, and by the end of the year will cover 50% of meat product sales, 40% of vegetable product sales, and 12.5% of seafood product sales. I'm assuming this is across China and all the Walmarts. That's gigantic. All right. Oh, and just as a sidebar again, I'm enabling the Brave browser now, so I'm using Brave browser. I know that a lot of people have asked me why I don't, honestly, just because I get so tied up in research and I'm a bit lazy. But I used Brave browser on my previous laptop and I liked it a lot, so I'm glad that I'm using it again. So now that document right there that we just saw, that mentioned VeChain, was from the California Government Operations Agency. So they're obviously staying in the loop. The government operations agency is the California government agency responsible for administrating state operations, including procurement, real estate, information technology, and human resources. Wonder why they'd be presenting about blockchain in that manner. So VeChain, this is big. VeChain, hotel giant Intercontinental adopts MyCare, Binance US adds staking. So this is about VeChain. International conglomerate Intercontinental Hotel Group will start using VeChain and DNVGL's blockchain tool MyCare. DNVGL is a giant. I posted a Patreon about them and their tie-ins with VeChain. And this isn't just for healthcare and stuff like that. This goes into logistics 100% of it, in shipments and trade processing and everything. And they're big. I posted about that like middle of June, early June. Now this is Intercontinental Hotel Group will use MyCare based on VeChain Thor. MyCare is directly integrated into DNVGL. The tool developed with VeChain and DNVGL will be used to create health certificates that will be issued to guests and employees. In this way, the conglomerate is trying to reduce the risk of infection from coronavirus pandemic. The Intercontinental Hotel Group has 842,700 rooms in its 5,656 hotels in more than 100 countries. IHG owns several brands, including Intercontinental, Regent Hotels, Six Senses Hotels, Crown Plaza, Holiday Inn Express, and has reported revenues of approximately $4 billion for 2019. And we can see it right here. 5,656 hotels, 100 countries. That's pretty big, everybody. That's pretty big. So this is what I found today, though. This is kind of the purpose that I wanted to present this video to you all. So I always am very interested in footnotes in documents like this. And this is Catapult Transport Systems. Blockchain disruption and transport. Are you decentralized yet? I had no idea who Catapult Transport Systems was until I looked them up. Catapult Transport Systems are set up and throughout the entire UK by Innovate UK. They're basically a government entity. They're obviously somewhat publicly funded, but let me see where it says here. Onwards by Innovate UK and the United Kingdom to promote research and development through business-led collaboration between scientists. I don't ever use Wikipedia as a site source here unless it's like just very generic info. Scientists and engineers to exploit market opportunities. They receive grants from public funds, but are also expected to seek commercial funding. Innovate UK is the United Kingdom's innovation agency, a non-departmental public body operating at arm's length from the government as part of the United Kingdom Research and Innovation Organization. All right, this is what Catapult puts out, though. And this is what I found interesting here. And you have to really look hard for this, but okay. Blockchain as the choice of technology has the potential to improve on the existing pilot implementations of single window systems. And I found out what single window systems was as well. Blockchain would provide the seamless, permissioned exchange and visibility of sensitive documentation in a secure environment with the promise of immutability and provenance. Now it cites 37 here. And this directly funded at arm's length of the government innovation little business here puts out this, and 37 directly cites VeChain down here. I don't know if I'm gonna even be able to zoom this. Zoomy. 37 HTTPS VeChain.com. All right, let me zoom back out again and present this a little bit more for you all here. All right. Business processes could be more integrated, shared, and automated using smart contracts. Further, this could potentially enhance and streamline customs applications, trade finance, chartering, marine insurance, and other commercially significant areas. Now they're talking about figure 7 here. Figure 7 as the example of choice just so happens to be National Maritime single window system, blockchain fabric integrated, right? Shippers, exporters, charterers, customs agents, blockchain National Maritime single window web portal that directly cites VeChain. They don't cite any other solutions. They just cite VeChain in this. This is just a little bit more. The Connected Places Catapult, this is that Catapult, has now launched as the newly combined Future Cities and Transport Systems Catapult. The new Connected Places Catapult accelerates smarter living and traveling in and between the places of tomorrow and grows businesses with innovations in mobility services and the built environment that enables new levels of physical, digital, and social connectedness, driving even faster growth for the UK economy. As a new Catapult, we're working across boundaries, bureaucracies, public and private sectors on a whole system approach to achieve this goal. We get it. Now, this is that platform that I was talking about, though. The UK's National Maritime Single Window has now been launched as a pilot. Throughout the pilot, existing reporting arrangements will remain available. NMSW, this is the National Maritime Single Window, running alongside these until at least summer 2016. They are 100% trying to go digital here. One of these slides on here basically talks about, hold on here. Pre-validation, pretty much, as far as, customs paperwork and everything like that is concerned. I'm probably not gonna be able to find it now, but you get the point. I mean, this is also a directive, though, and this 2010-65 EU directive I found in the previous document here. Well, let me see if I can find it. What is it? 2010-65. And it's directly through the EU as well. I mean, I obviously get the Brexit stuff, but okay. This is the NMSW, the National Maritime Single Window. Implements EU Directive 2010-65 EU. Provides a single window, including data covered by the International Maritime Organization Standards Form. Form provides advanced data regarding the ship, its voyage, stores, crew, passengers, dangerous cargo, and security/waste health information. And obviously, Department of Transport for the UK has to tie in with that as well. So I did want to present this real quick. This is DNVGL. This is what I found a while ago on my I presented a Patreon here. This I found. This is straight up shipping. Viking Line fleet, including all of these different ships that they're mentioning here, is utilizing DNVGL's MyCare. MyCare, the information on this page has been timestamped and sealed on the VeChain public blockchain. So it's not just MyCare though, everybody. And DNVGL, they are huge. 14,500 employees, 350 offices, 100 countries, $19.5 billion in revenue last year. DNVGL bought stake in VeChain. And where do they talk about some of their other initiatives here? I thought I had them in here. This is Viking Line. Viking Line is the first shipping company in the world to have its COVID-19 management verified by DNVGL. This article did not say anything about VeChain, but if you do the digging, VeChain is 100% tied into it. I just showed it to you, that MyCare timestamp thing. All right. Now, there's also, this is interesting, it's also My Story, which is trademarked by DNVGL, it looks like. In 2018, DNVGL secured a strategic monetary share in the blockchain technology partner VeChain and launched My Story. So My Story, MyCare, assuring your company's infection risk management maturity and building stakeholder trust. And I'm sure if you go to DNVGL's website, you will find multiple other My initiatives here. So see if I can find it. MyCare, My Story, My Fleet. See about My Fleet here. My.dnvgl. If I don't find anything, I'm just going to end the video. But I'm interested now. MyCare. Okay. DNVGL's MyCare Solutions. Assess, manage, and mitigate infection, build stakeholder trust. We talked about that. I do want to end this, though, with just saying that it's amazing what's going on across the board here with integration. I mean, you see that UK, that task force that is supposed to be building out innovation throughout the UK through quote unquote quote public funding, but you know that they're working hand in hand with the government sector for all this stuff here, and they directly call out VeChain as far as the blockchain single window system through maritime transport, which is, to me, that's big. I mean, you also see the DNVGL, you see everything that's going on across the board. I always try to say multiple winners in this space because I truly believe that there are. I'm hoping that I get a little bit better at some of the deep dives with some of the other digital assets out there, just because for XRP, for me, it's so, I don't want to say it's easy to do deep dives, but it's always like something always clicks in my head. I'm like, oh, maybe this news article has something to do with this. Getting into something like VeChain, or, getting into something like Hashgraph, or, Algorand, or, whatever, even something like Ethereum or ADA is what I'm definitely interested in doing here for the future too. But it just goes to show you that there are multiple winners in this space. I believe, and without financially advising you, because I'm not a financial advisor, that VeChain is one of the winners, and there are other ones as well. I hope you guys liked this video. Apologize if it was a little bit of a cluster, because that is a new topic for me as far as VeChain is concerned. I've done a little bit of research on my own and obviously hold VeChain for my own personal opinions. But if you like potential deep dives into other digital assets, please let me know that you do, and I will do those in the future also. So, all right. I hope you guys have a great Sunday night, and take it easy.